Hello there, King is here from the One Armory, and today we're going to be looking at fake steel Armory's Langmesser. I never thought about getting a Langmesser myself because I don't do messers and I don't do German stuff because I'm an Italian guy and an English guy. But what happened is that a friend of mine was selling this for second-handed and I had to jump with the opportunity. I have always been wanting to get a fake steel Armory weapon for a long time. Anyway, they look tremendously beautiful. They look exactly like all the little details and finishes, exactly like what a real weapon should be. The finish on the blade is absolutely fantastic. I love this thing so much. And as you can see, the handle here, it's actually made in genuine wood. I don't really know what it is. I might actually be able to find out on the website. The peening is actually done in metal. It looks like aluminum actually. It's not rusty. And the handle itself, it's cold to the touch. These are hard plastic. Handguard as well. It is hard plastic. They don't really bend. So if you punch someone, it's gonna hurt. The little noggle that we have, it's barely anything. It's just kind of cute at this point. Did it block anything? No. And I mean, that thing is only like 1.25 inches long by a centimeter. We're looking at around 3.5 centimeters, which is really not that big for a noggle. If we are putting it in the hand, it barely blocks anything. So, the handle itself, we're looking at roughly around a good 7 centimeters of handles, crossguard. And the handle itself is roughly around another, 7 centimeters I'm talking about. The handguard is 7 inches and the handle is roughly around 6.5 inches long. The blade itself, we are going to get to a blade length of 25.5 inches long. My Langmesser right here, it is roughly around 633 grams. With these things, they do vary a little bit. And from my friend, he did tell me that when he bought it, he selected the Langmesser blade option, which is of course what this is, and it's a rectangular 8 by 16. I believe that just means the inner core. I don't know what it actually means, but it is what it is. So the reason why I got it is because, for me, we do HEMA, and in HEMA setting, sometimes foam sword, they just bend a little bit too much, like the Kalamazoo stuff. I love the Kalamazoo weapon because you are able to just go sparring. Obviously, please put on the mask. But then in a very safe context, especially in summer when you cannot put on so much gear, foam weapons are fantastic. And so that's why I wanted one of these. They look even more historically accurate and I love it. Now the thing is that fake steel Armory, they make a bunch of really, really fantastic stuff. And I'm sure in LARP rule set, I can't say I don't really LARP. Or at least I've only been to like 3 games, it doesn't really matter. But in any case, in some LARP setting, I know that in some countries they're a little bit more careful, so they do want softer foam, and of course, obviously, very, very light touch, and of course, the sword must bend. And I have to say, this doesn't really fit the bill for LARP setting that we have in Canada. Now, first and foremost, the handguard, it's gonna be, it's a solid piece, so if you're gonna get close and you accidentally bonk someone in the head, it's gonna hurt. But then, of course, for HEMA, when we are actually having padding outfit and a helmet, should be fine. Even if I hit, bare body, it's like, you don't smash the guy. It's okay, they do bounce a little bit. But the thing is about the blade. The finish is absolutely fantastic. It is just so smooth, so nice, and it's a really thick edge. So even if come in contact, it doesn't hurt when you cut or whatnot into it. But where it's actually the issue is that there's a bit of power. There's a bit of power up behind this, and in a bit you're gonna see a sparring video where I accidentally did hit my friend James' hand a little bit too hard. So sorry, James. It's just I have bad control. I'm so sorry. But what happened is that these weapons can still hurt. He also are using a fake steel Armory, but his foam is a little bit more softer than mine, so he had more confidence. And it's my first time using it, so my lack of control did result him in getting a bit of a, hand injury. Of course he was fine, didn't break skin or anything. It was just unpleasant. Then bruise. I think it might swell a little bit. I'm so sorry, James. But in any case, when using one of these weapons, I know that they are advertised for LARP safe. Just be careful. They do hit a little bit harder than most LARP weapons, and you should hit, of course, lightest touch, and you cannot full swing as if we're doing HEMA. It's okay to do controlled cuts, very, very short cuts. It's fine. But then, of course, once it gets exciting, when you actually do throw even a moulinet, like one of these, wrist cut, they do hurt. However, if we're using one of these, and of course you're doing, binding or whatnot and trying to do your technique, they are fantastic. I do kind of like how they don't flex too much. It's so that when you're in winding and binding and you're trying to do a whole bunch of things, they don't actually kind of flop all over the place. So they do have a really, really good purpose in these. So the only part that really flex is actually just a little bit of the tip, and I can already feel the core on the inside. The foam itself, they don't really depress too much, and I could twist it and all that, and they go right back to place. So in a bit, you're gonna see a sparring video of me using this guy and how I was able to stand up against another fake steel armory weapon, which is of course the video that I have with James. And of course, I'm gonna bring this to Hema in a quick moment, so then I can use this against the leather dewsack that Hema would have been using. And of course, maybe I'll bring one of the foam sword as well, and then I can test this out with the Missile weapon. So once again, I absolutely love this fake steel armory Langmaster, and I think it truly belongs in every Hema's pocket. Pocket is in our giant gym bag of many swords. And of course, if you do LARP, if you do reenactment, or anything sword related, or you're just a sword fanatic in general, like every one of us, I would say go get one of these fake steel armory foam weapons. They are really good training weapon to have. Of course, with the caveat is that even though they are foam weapon, they are technically half toy at this point, you still have to be careful. They do, of course, still pack a punch, and they don't really have much of a flex. But for the price range of what they are and how beautiful they are and how durable they are, I say they are absolutely fantastic. I would highly recommend keep buying, I would highly recommend keep buying them, as in I highly recommend myself to keep buying them. That's just me telling myself to start another rabbit hole. But that's okay, it's swords. So, here's a training video, and I hope you guys enjoy this video. If you have any questions, feel free to leave a comment below. See ya!
Actually, you know what? I just do with control. Yeah. Oh, that's good. That's good. How are you enjoying this? I hope you miss fighting me. Oh, I did. That was nice, eh? Oh! Get it! Nice one. Yeah. Oh no, you got me first. Oh! I just almost buried it! I'm talking about it as though it's like this place somewhere. Oh! No, foul me! Hey, 2 fingers warping. Oh, yeah. Have more? Yep. Yeah, this is pretty good. Sorry. Anytime. Oh! That was nice, that was nice. Okay, 4 more. 4 more. Let's go. Three more. In Montreal, it's like. I still remember what it was like. What? Come on! Still for sure. Good one. Same place. 3 more. Yep. Yeah. 2 more. 2 more. Yeah. Last one? Yeah. Yeah. Last one. No, you're fine. You're fine. Still last one. Yeah, I'm so sorry, man. You're fine.
Yeah, in my opinion, they're the cheapest. Yeah, like.
Oh! Good one, Jay.
Yeah.
It's fine. No, it's fine. It's fine. It's just a little.
Alright, defense.
Like opening training was like how to fall properly.
Yeah.
We just see me like my brother does Brazilian jiu-jitsu, and I just go like, you just tap out. I'm just like, I don't know what I'm doing. It's like I'm too skittle. No, it doesn't work. This doesn't work. No. It's like I can't practice.
You good?
The mild disrespect. Yeah. It's okay, Mike. What? It's like, am I choking you now? No. This is screwed up.
Honestly, stroke it, break it,
And then you stop running.
small ones or I don't know where you're going to. As for the markers, yeah,
All I've learned is like and watching like MMA.
they're a big chunky
MMA doesn't really teach you much in the sense of getting your combinations.
Okay.
Just
You can try it.
jabbing each other slowly.
Yeah.
I have learned though it's time to throw a proper punch from like
Handle.
an inch. Yeah. And one of the other guys was teaching us how to do it. Like it's just all about like using the rest of your body just to
Yeah, you accelerate everything.
yeah. Which explains like when you see the MMA guys,
You
it's
want
like
Yeah, but they still, but they
it's like
train it, right? They
yeah.
call the twitch. They do twitch strength.
I'm like, man, that explains like why they're like so messed up afterwards.
Yeah, they're so.
Stand it. You're not fighting. Oh yeah.
Damn.
Close to my neck.
Yeah, just
Let's go.
but my wrist is fine.
Oh!
Oh. So like when
Shit, you're good? Sorry.
Honestly, yeah. I mean, you have my hands.
Just stab me.
no more things. I know. I think I'm gonna like see if I can do that.
I'm not looking at it. It hurt. Honestly, you'll have that curious to tell you it's not, dude.
Oh!
It's just it's the holiday season, so I imagine people will
I think I better top up on that. Blue egg poker. Around these kids, and man, they get me sick every other week. I visit my grandma frequently, and she's old, and every time there's a cold outbreak, she can't cook. I might as well just get that run.
See, I don't get sick a lot during the year, but whenever I do get sick, it's like
No, but that's the thing though, I get sick with functional sickness, so I feel like I'm gonna make other people who don't have very strong immunity really
Don't
good.
I hit too hard or you good?
okay.
Oh, fuck. You're Ellie from The Last of Us. He's immune. Oh, only twice. Twice?
Just twice, and the first time it didn't count because it was before COVID.
Yeah. Oh, really? Oh, really?
Oh!
Totally, yeah.
Alright, so it was
Nice.
probably.
Five more?
It was the joint pain, it was the horrible 6 weeks, everything.
Oh.
But it wasn't in Canada yet, so.
Yeah. So it was pre-March 24th.
Yeah, no, it was in February.
In February? Oh, you got free access. Early access.
Everyone.
Awesome.
Awesome. It is very interesting the start of the COVID pandemic for me, because my
is part-time professor. Her main job is actually work with Department of Health. Oh, really? Administration in the government. So she's like, hey, not the one you got. But it's currently monitoring.
Oh, double. One more.
I'm not too sure what it is, but just heads up. Yeah. And then as it develops, it's like, yeah.
Oh, double. One more.
So you know how I said we haven't gone public yet. So you know how I said this isn't a big deal? Well, wow. It's kind of a big deal. Anyway,
Keep rolling.
so before the university started.
One second.
Before the university started.
So we look at it.
She was like, no.
Finish is still really nice. There's no damage. Still really clean. So if we use one of these purple heart I think? Yeah. Purple heart do stand against one of these. I do think that the fake steel Armory Master do stand pretty well against one of these. Length is similar enough, it is a little bit longer. But as a simulator where you want something a little bit more blade-like compared to like a traditional leather, I think they're pretty cool. Thank you. Thank you so much.
And all the shelves were completely empty, and I'm like, hey, guess what? Hey, get ass. But I got the last loaf of bread. And I took a moment halfway through lunch just to